Welcome back to watching On the Table. We're still hanging out with King Illest, and we're looking at all things, the current state of the music industry. He's going to be performing his song, Vajende, with Maki 2. But how did this collaboration come about? Who approached who first? Because I know Maki 2, you can meet him and he's very open with speaking with people. Yeah. So who came up with the idea, like, oh, let's make a record?
With this record, it all happened when Mark II hit me up. He said he wanted a short verse for Womba.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was supposed to have. He came through. Actually, I was in the southern province, but I had to travel. I came through, so he came to my apartment. He got me, went to the studio, and we did this. Then I told him, "Look, I got something I want you on as well." So he jumped on it. So yeah.
All right. Awesome. So you're rapping in Tonga, and you make sure you stick to that, which is a good thing. But what we've noticed is, I know Slapdee is rapped in Tonga before, and nowadays he's rapping in Tonga more. He's got a record with Chandambao where he literally raps in Tonga. What do you think of him when he raps in Tonga?
That's what I think of him.
In words, if we can have it in words, we'll really appreciate that.
So you should be looking out. My performance is going to be dope. I'll be performing Vajende. It's a nice song. I hope the visuals are out. So go out and get it.
So you can tell us what you think about Slapdee rapping in Tonga. Oh, do you think he's a good rapper in Tonga?
I really love your shit, by the way. I really love
Let me ask this. Are you and Slapdee cool? Are you and Slapdee in good terms?
Man, I don't really know why it always has to be like this.
Well, I mean, you refused to respond to that simple question, so now we have to get here.
Well, we don't have a relationship. Me and him don't have a relationship. We don't know each other, you know.
But are you a fan of his music?
I'm a fan of hard work.
So does he work hard when he's rapping in Tonga?
I think the general question should be music. Yeah, so because music is beyond.
So which means you admit that he's a hard worker?
I'll give him that, yeah. Yeah, he's a hard worker.
Because it's one thing to be a hard worker, but it's another thing to be musically talented.
Okay.
So is he both, or is only a hard worker?
He's a musician. He makes music, so I'd give him that.
Yeah. Let's try to be smart here. Would you collaborate with Slapdee?
Would I collaborate with Slapdee? All right, cool. Let's do this. It was in 20, not these awards, last year's awards. Over the awards, we were doing all this thing, making music. I mean, at the awards, literally. So I was sitting right next to HMAC. Yeah, so he was behind me. So he kept saying, yo, let's make music. I was like, cool, let's do it. Because it's about time people now get this story.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's make this music. So, and by the way, I'm really, really tired of addressing this whole. I don't have beef with anybody. I don't have tension with anybody. But maybe it's about time people know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, he was on Let's Make Music. I was like, cool, we're down with that. So my manager hit him up to say, yo, you were talking about making music. So let's do this. So after that, they had a meeting, and then there was like some sort of quotation brought to the table. And my manager was like, yo, you said you wanted to work, so what's this? So we said, all right, cool, work around it. But we knew we're not going to reach out through that, you know what I mean? We're going to make our music and stick to our lane. So after that, I think some months went down the line. He hit up my manager, his manager hit up my manager, was like, yo, there's a dope song, let's do this, let's make music. So we're like, cool, send it over, you know what I mean? So we sent, I think it didn't take time, it was like about a day. He sent the record over. After sending the record over, please note this, after they had the first meeting, there was a quotation brought to the table. We said, cool, that's fine. So we decided not to affiliate. So after some time, they called in to say, yo, there's a record that we want you on. I said, cool, I'm down, I'm game. So they sent the record. It was after a day, and I listened to the song. It was dope. I was like, cool, I'm gonna jump on this. I dropped my vocals. You know what I mean? Vocals. That's like a day in between. Drop my vocals and send. I was like, cool. Since we're still working and there's this coming on, you should jump on this as well, because I mean, if we're gonna work, it's the same thing with Mark 2. If we're gonna work, I mean, let me send you something, because my fans have been wanting to work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we sent that. That was like a day in between. It was just the day I sent the vocals that went. Then we waited for a whole 2 months for my vocals, because my manager's like, yo, we need to shoot for that. When are you sending the vocals? We just literally spent 1 day and sent you vocals.
Yeah.
Why is it you're not sending the vocals?
Yeah.
Then it was, we'll send tomorrow. Let me talk to him now. Well, I was like, you know what? Cool. Let's make music.
So he wasn't willing. He wasn't as involved as you wanted him to be.
I never wanted anything in the first place. I was approached.
So he's the one who approached you.
Yeah.
So this was in 2010, right?
No, 2010, last year.
Oh, last year. This
was actually that happened. It was very early this year, bro. Like the vocals for that beat I jumped on was sent.
When he approached you and he said, let's make music.
It was his manager that called my manager. After we had that meeting, they had that meeting.
So have you guys met ever since?
In the club.
Did you greet each other? Did you have any moment to talk?
Because we don't know each other, we've never had a conversation with each other. I think on my side, it's just respect I have for the man. So I'm not trying to bump into him like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be due respect.
But you had like some eye contact.
No, come on.
You looked at each other and said, "Oh, yeah, this is the guy," and you're like, "Yeah, that's Sylvester Slap."
Yeah, man.
H-Mac, have you spoken with him
That's
since?
my man. H-Mac's my man.
And what
have
is-
you spoken to it about it? Now, for me, it's a low blow, bro. Like if I'm gonna send you vocals, if you're gonna send me a song that you want me on, I send you vocals after a day. Then I send you a song plus. Then you're gonna take 3 months because you think you're so busy than anybody else, bro. That's a low, bro. You understand? Because I believe that's why. Okay, for me, music is chemistry. That's why I don't collaborate a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need to get to know each other. We need to know each other. That's the energy. So.
All right, let's move on from Slapdee. I mentioned earlier on that you've created a name of your promotion on social media, which you've utilized very, very well, and I advise a lot of people to go down that route as well. But from your first video that people saw in this way, people like, who the hell is this guy? How much did he spend on this video? And people probably still see that today. They look at you, how you've imaged yourself, and they say, he's probably from a what-to-do family. He's coming from a rich background. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I come from a very rich background. My
No
dad
denying that.
owns a gold mine. My mom owns a diamond mine. No, guys, people mistake. I mean, how you look. I mean, it's just maybe a sense of fashion that I have, or that. It's not like I come from a very well-to-do family. Well, I was privileged. I went to good schools and I had food on my table, but it's nothing. I just come from a decent home. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you get this a lot though? People downplaying your musical success so far because of that. Is it something you often get?
That they think I'm privileged.
Yeah.
No, look, like for me, I think it's just about studying the game and educating yourself. I did marketing, so I know about promotion and branding, packaging. So it's just school that I applied.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Another thing, congratulations first of all on your award again.
Thank you so much.
2 years in a row. Last year you won Best
Southern Province.
Act.
Yeah.
And then this last year nominated also in Best Newcomer, right?
Yes, sir.
So this year it was Hip Hop and Best Southern Province Act.
Yes, sir.
You won the latter, Southern Province Act. Yeah. Some people feel like that provincial category should be done away with because they're seeing the same people winning. People like Chim's Kelly. When was the last time you heard the Chim's Kelly song?
It's been long.
But he keeps on winning Eastern Province awards.
Yeah.
So do you agree that this particular category is being redundant now?
No, I feel like, okay, for real, being real with you is that when you're an artist, you really need to outshine people. You know what I mean? So if you, I actually feel it's actually a good thing that they brought this, provincial thing, because there's some dope artists in, say, Mporokoso that people don't know about because he can't come frequently to Lusaka to, do these interviews and all that. But people there know him. He's quite big. So I feel like it's a good thing that the awards have decided to, acknowledge these artists who are in these provincials. You know what I mean? So I feel like
But does one necessarily have to come all the way to Lusaka to have a hit song? Because, I mean, your hit song will probably get you there, but do you have to go to Lusaka
it is, but you'll be shocked. I'll give. There's so many big artists that are in certain provinces that you don't know about. Down there, he's the man. Understand? There's so many big artists, good artists, musicians in the southern province. You know what I mean? Where in his town, he's the man. So I feel like these people also need recognition.
But isn't that the same thing as saying, because, for example, even here in Lusaka, so many underground rappers who can say, I'm better than King Illest, I'm better than Slapdee, whatever. It's just that these guys have more resources or more money to promote themselves, and that's why they're there. But if we were to look at talent, we're much better. So don't you think it's the same thing where these guys are in their respective provinces? They just need to promote themselves more so that they can get to win the mainstream categories and not wait for a provincial. Because sometimes the people who win, you hardly even know who won them. Somewhere around here with my colleague Vida, she did one of the provinces. If I had to ask her who won that award right now, I don't even know if she say the name right. But don't you think it's a matter of them promoting themselves more so that they reach the mainstream level?
But even winning an award is like encouragement. So the fact that they won, it encourages them to work harder and get a bigger...
Did you feel you had any challenge in your category though?
Yes, of course. Because
who would you say?
Everybody because I feel like artists from the southern province make good music. So I was actually even surprised. You know what I mean? Oh, I got it this time again. I was humbled.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to everybody that was nominated in that category. They're doing a great job. Sumpula Jundu.
You're doing a great job as well. The video for Wajende is out. Are you already thinking of your next move, or we're still on this wave?
Nah, already like 3 moves ahead. Yeah, 3 moves ahead. I'll be dropping maybe another video in a space of 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should be looking out for that. For now, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, King Illest.